This absolute monstrosity of a house, a demonic grandmother that terrorizes her family, bathrooms that seem to appear out of nowhere, 211, and a mysterious gaping hole in the backyard. This is the Moretti Legacy Season 4. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the season premiere of Season 4 of our Legacy Challenge here in The Sims 3. If you're new here, don't worry, I'm going to give a brief overview of the Legacy so far. And if you've been watching our Legacy since the very beginning, thank you for hanging around. This is the Moretti household, and I just want to say I've had so much fun with this family. They've come so far, and even though we're halfway through the legacy, we have so much exciting stuff to look forward to. So I will go ahead and link the playlist for this entire legacy down below, but you can really start wherever you want. However, if you do go back and start at season 1, just be aware that those were my first videos and I didn't really know how to edit. So it might be a little bit rough to get through. But like I said, I'm going to do a recap here in a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and get into things. As you know, the Morettis just came back from an awesome vacation in Champlain. We finished renovating their vacation home there, and it was just a great opportunity for everyone to bond and to hang out with each other. So if you're new here, this is our legacy home. I am not a builder and I'm not a designer. I think this is like one of the first homes I've ever built in The Sims 3 from scratch. So I know there's a lot going on here, but this is the house that the family's been living in for the past few generations. Well, I guess since the start of the legacy. Although it wasn't always the monstrosity that it is now. It's not perfect, and I know there's a lot going on, but this is where the Morettis call home. And let me go ahead and just start. I think the easiest way to begin things is by showing you our family tree. So let's go over here to Miss Isabella and let's click on that family tree. As you can see, 5 generations in, we started up here with Liliana, our founder, and we had our 5th gen, Gabriella, a couple episodes ago, and she just aged up into a toddler last night. So to make things as simple as possible, Liliana Moretti was our founder. She had 2 daughters, Donatella and Rosalina. Rosalina did not have kids, but Donatella had triplets. So she had Marcello, Luciana, and Isabella. Marcello and Luciana unfortunately have passed, but Isabella is still hanging on with us. These 3 triplets each had 1 child. Marcello had a daughter, her name's Evangelina. Luciana had a daughter as well, her name's Adora. And then Isabella had Maria, and Maria is the one who gave birth to our 5th gen, Gabriella. Okay, so this lovely lady is Isabella. Isabella is 104 days old. She's the Empress of Evil, as I like to call her. She's level 10 of the criminal career. This is the evil branch. Isabella has been the most polarizing figure in this entire legacy, but she's iconic, I will say. She has done so much for the family. She's contributed a lot, financially, as well as in terms of the dramas of the family. Speaking of finances, I do just really quickly want to show you where we're sitting financially. But before I do that, I'm going to have Isabella go ahead and collect our investments. So we're going to go to real estate and travel services and check real estate. If you don't know, the family has been investing in properties here in Monte Vista since the beginning of the legacy, since the 1st generation. So we're really thankful for those folks who came before us who really set the foundation, or I guess, for the family's current success in a way. Not that money's everything, but yeah, let's go around and just collect all of our investments, and then I can give you a more accurate update on our finances. Okay, so it looks like that got us almost 75,000 simoleons. And now let's just go to NROS, Master Controller, gonna go to Household and then Status. So this is pretty much the breakdown. So as you can see, family funds here is almost 77,000. We have 907,000 simoleons invested in real estate. So that's real estate that we own or are partners in here in Monte Vista minus our house. And then our house's value is down here, 879,000. So if you add those 3 figures up, it's a bit under 2 million simoleons. So as you can see, things are really looking good, and I'm pretty sure that no one would ever have to work again in this legacy, and we'd be good to go because we have those investments. So in addition to that real estate that the family owns and this main house, the family also owns a vacation home in Champlain. And after all the work we did to it, I'll have to check, but I think it's worth around 170 or 180,000 simoleons. So the family's comfortable, we'll just say that. However, even though, things are looking good financially, we still have bills to pay. The bills are pretty expensive, as you can see. They just came this morning, I guess, around 11,000, and that's twice a week. Anyway, going back to Isabella here. So yeah, in addition to being at the top of her career, Isabella is also a prolific writer. She has written 11 books and she makes $8,900 a week in royalties. I think she finished one book in France and she's currently working on a series of novels about her granddaughter, Gabriella. As I said, her daughter is Maria. She had Maria with her ex-husband. His name was Antonio. I actually just saw that our dear Adora got promoted, which is fantastic. She's a squadron leader, military level 8. For a while, Adora was not working, but I'm glad I put her in this job because clearly it's a good fit for her. She's very close to reaching the top of this career. So Adora here is the daughter of Luciana. Luciana had a child with a Frenchman. His name was Eugene or Eugène. But Eugene never lived with us, and instead of getting married to him, Luciana got married to this man right here named Francois. So Francois here is Adora's stepfather, and he's been a really great stepfather to her, basically her real father. So today's actually Adora's birthday. She'll be aging up into a full-fledged adult. She completed her lifetime wish, which was to master logic and athletic skills, I think like a day after she aged into a young adult. So she's mastered athletic, handiness, and logic. And she got married at the end of the last season to this lovely lady right here. I did end up giving Adora and Nicoletta makeovers, but this is Nicoletta Moretti. This is Adora's wife. As you can see, Adora and Nicoletta both want to have children with each other. Nicoletta is a music talent scout. So moving on, this is Miss Maria. So Maria gave birth a couple episodes ago to her little daughter, Gabriella. She is married to this man right here, Stefano, and she is in the politics career. She's level 6, a local representative. Maria's skills are also looking great. She has mastered charisma, logic, and bass. We have a lot of folks in the house who are really into music and painting. So Maria as well is really into the piano as well as guitar. And as I said, she mastered bass. So a lot of really creative folks. But yes, Maria's lifetime wish is to be leader of the free world. So hopefully we can get there at the beginning of this season. So we talked about Maria and Adora, and now to the last of the 3 cousins. This is Evangelina. So Evangelina is the daughter of Marcello and Daniela, who unfortunately have passed. She's the youngest of her Gen 4, and she is currently working in the film career. She's a production manager level 5. Didn't get that promotion today, but hopefully tomorrow she will. She has a variety of different skills. Her athletic skill is up to level 8. Her gardening skill is mastered. Logic skill is level 8. Writing skills level 8, and nectar making skill is mastered. I believe she mastered that skill while she was in Champlain. She ended up getting quite a few grapes when she was in Champlain, and she also bought some wine as well. So if you don't know, we actually have a wine cellar that we built, I think it was last season. It's down yonder. So this is our little wine cellar area. Oh, I also ended up adding another bathroom down here. Just because we had this random toilet that Evangelina's father, Marcello, sculpted. Since it is usable, I was like, hey, let's just put a bathroom down here. We already have like 14 bathrooms anyway. So it's currently fall here, but whenever spring rolls around, I am gonna have Evangelina start planting some grapes in our little like makeshift garden that we have back here. That way we can start growing our own grapes, and then we can of course make nectar using those. But Evangelina here is gonna head on down to the wine cellar and she's gonna make some nectar. We're just experimenting with different recipes and stuff. But Evangelina, as I said, is the youngest of our Gen 4. Her lifetime wish is to be a distinguished director, and I'm not sure yet if she's going to even get married because she's met a few different people, but she hasn't really met anyone that she's hit it off with. So I'm not really sure what is going to happen, but you know, there's not really any rush. I just want her to enjoy her life and work on her career and her skills and everything at the moment. If she does meet someone and they hit it off, then that's great. So let me know what your opinions are as well. Let me know if you think Adora or Evangelina should be the next of our Gen 4 to have a child. The reason I ask is because I'm not sure if every member of our Gen 4 is actually gonna have a kid. I don't want the family to get too out of control in terms of the size. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess I should put a clothes hamper in here. That's why the butler's coming down, because they do change into their swimwear whenever they stomp the grapes. But it looks like it is Adora's birthday. Yes. I ended up putting the sculpting station out here on the back porch. So she was out here making an ice sculpture. Yeah, I'm sorry, Adora, I forgot to have a birthday party for you. It's been hard getting situated after that vacation. So there's an adult Adora. She had custom content here, so it reverted back to an EA one. But congrats, Adora. Let's have you continue working on that sculpture. Maria, we do appreciate the effort, but you're a bit late there. Okay, so with Gabriella here, we did already teach how to walk and I believe how to talk. So she's currently just working on her skills. Even though we're going to randomize all of her traits when she does age up, I definitely want her to age up well. So let's have Maria come pick up Gabriella and potty train her. But it says the carpool's coming for Isabella. Isabella, yes, I'm sorry I had you working away on your book. You're a bit tired, but I think you'll be fine at work. It's not like she needs to get promoted or anything. We have no clue when Isabella or Francois are gonna bite the dust, so to speak, because they've both reached the end of their lives. I imagine that Francois will die pretty soon, but with Isabella, she's been at the end of her life for a long time. For those of you who don't know, the reason I said Isabella is the source of a lot of drama in the household is because she's had so much conflict with folks in the house. As you can see, she really likes her son-in-law and her daughter, which is awesome to see, but she had a very tumultuous relationship with her ex-husband, who's Maria's father. She also disliked Daniela, who was her sister-in-law, Luciana, who was her sister. She dislikes Francois, who was her brother-in-law, as well as her niece Adora. And we had like 5 or 6 butlers quit because of her, and it looks like the current butler is probably gonna quit because of Isabella as well. She just argues with everyone. A lot of conflict there, but at the same time, and I don't know why, but I have a really soft spot for her. I just think she's a troubled soul in a way. Oh, nice. And it looks like Adora has sculpted a nectar rack. Unfortunately, the ice sculptures do melt, but as someone in the comments of one of my videos said, it is possible to complete a skill challenge so that your ice sculptures don't melt. And it looks like it is this one, Ice Personality. Ice Personality sculptors have made at least 25 ice sculptures, and because of their experience with this material, their sculptures never melt. That's very cool. Sculpting is one of my favorite skills in The Sims 3. And the funny thing is, I didn't discover it until pretty recently. I don't know, it was just one of those skills that I never did. So there are definitely some other skills that I don't have any experience with that I want to start playing around with. So let's have Adora go change her hair. And what is everyone else up to? Okay, so she's tired. Francois is painting. Isabella's at work. Stefano, I don't know if I talked about him in depth, but he's Maria's husband. He is significantly older than Maria, I think 28 days older than her. So that's why he's an elder, whereas his wife is sort of at the beginning of her adulthood. He's retired as well. He's a retired criminal. He only makes $30 a day, which we love. But he's been able to help a lot with Gabriella since he doesn't have to work. I think at one point I might do a whole video dedicated to the house and just like showing what it looks like, because even though, like I said, I'm not a builder and I'm not a decorator, I literally have no idea. As you can see, I'm a big fan of the create a style tool. I still sort of have an obsession with making everything match. I'm trying to cure myself of that. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll do like a very short tour of the house for anyone who's new to the channel. We got 2 of the cousins down here having some, looks like Maria's having some cake. And Adora, what are you eating there? I hope that's not burned. What is this food? Yeah, horrifying quality country bread. Adora, I would not eat that if I were you, please. Stefano getting an opportunity to fix the books at the business office. We can definitely do that. Adora and Maria here have a very good relationship, which I love to see. They were very close growing up because they're very close in age. They're almost like sisters in a way. Unfortunately, they don't have as strong of a relationship with their other cousin, Evangelina, because there is a bit of an age gap there. As you can see, Adora and Maria are both adults, and Evangelina still has 5 days until she ages up into an adult. So a bit of an age gap there, unfortunately, so she's not as close with them. Evangelina surprisingly has somewhat of a good relationship with her aunt, Isabella. Oh, and it looks like that nectar blend was great. Yes. What do we want to name this blend? This one, I just put like 5 or 6 different kinds of grapes. So I'm gonna call it 6 seasons. I don't know why, but that's what it is. So Evangelina, where are you at? Okay, she's over here in her cousin's bedroom. Let's have you come on over to the wine cellar and let's get that nectar. Yes, let's take it and then let's drink some of it as well. She wants to grow some Melwar grapes. We can definitely do that when the season is right. Looks like Maria and her husband are already off to bed. Let's see, I think Adora is also hitting the hay as well. Oh, sorry, Nicoletta. I completely forgot that you even had to work. My bad. Let's have Nicoletta head on home and join her wife in bed. I don't even know if I should comment on this outerwear that I put Evangelina in. I do try to experiment on occasion. You know, I'm still figuring things out about myself. So Evangelina, how is that nectar? Oh, here it is, 6 seasons. Sweet, says it's excellent quality. I wonder why it says week 23. I'm not sure what that means. So there are different kinds. Since she has mastered the nectar making skill, she can like do different kinds of nectar. Like there's basic, advanced, concentrated, and like extended nectarization, and she did that one when she made this. Worth 74 simoleons. Very nice. Let's serve it. Have a little bit of a nightcap before we head off to bed. As you can see, most of our nectar racks are empty, so let's go ahead and put the rest of this stuff away. At least she likes it. She says yum nectar. So we have a long way to go before we fill all these racks up, but I think everyone in the house is just gonna head off to bed. It is pretty late, so I'll see you all in the morning for another busy day.
Till the very next day. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. It is a Tuesday here, and really quickly, just want to give a brief tour of the house. So as you can see, we have the main house, of course, and then we have one building back here, which I call the shed. We have this building back here, which is a pool house, and then we have the chapel right here in the middle. So the house is 7 bedrooms, 8 if you count the butler's room, which is nestled right here in between Francois and Adora's bedroom. So 7 or 8 bedrooms. We also have a little guest room down here, which Isabella was actually sleeping in for a while because she and her ex-husband, of course, would not sleep in the same bed, but now she sleeps in her bedroom. And then we have, I think, 15 bathrooms, which I think a couple of those are half baths technically. But yeah, there's a lot going on in this house, as you can see. I like this area back here. This is like a little library and then a billiards room. This is sort of like our main living room, but honestly, recently, folks are hanging out over here a bit more, just because so many people like to play piano, I guess. Yeah, we have this little room, which is like an entertaining room. We have a buffet and a bar in here. We do have 2 kitchens as well. So there's this one over here, which is a bit more modern or whatever. And then there's the main one over here. Yes, let's record a commercial, Francois. We need things for you to do. Entertain sick kids, absolutely. Getting all the opportunities here this morning. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and have Stefano here go on and assist the accountants. That's one opportunity he needs to do. And whenever this one becomes available for Francois, we'll definitely do that. But Evangelina has to go to work soon, I believe. Isabella, attend a book signing. Absolutely, we can do that. Isabella got home real late last night, but let's go ahead and have her do that opportunity. Looks like Evangelina is heading off. I think she will get a promotion today, fingers crossed. But anyway, back to the house. Sorry, I get distracted easily. Yeah, and then we have the nursery over here. I guess this bedroom is what I consider to be sort of the main bedroom. I don't really know, but it's the only like full bedroom on the first floor. All the bedrooms do have their own bathrooms, so I think that's part of the reason we have so many bathrooms in the house. Upstairs is mostly bedrooms, as you can see. We do have a little gym thing up here as well, and the game room, which is over here. And then we have this like 2-story sunroom right here with these huge windows. Downstairs, one is just a little bar area with a TV, and then upstairs there's an easel and a chess table. I think I said before, I like to think that this painting is the view of the sunrise through these windows here. It is quite beautiful there in the morning. And then we have the chapel out here, which is where we have the weddings, of course. And then over here is the little pool area. Nothing really special. We don't really use the pool house that much, but sometimes Sims do come out here to use the sauna. And there's like a tiny kitchenette, I guess you would call it. I can see Adora's out here playing on the little slide. That's so cute. Adora, since you have free time, let's have you come over here and let's do another sculpture. Why not? So this is a nice area, so I think little Gabriella will enjoy having this area to play in whenever she's a child. Over here we have a little outdoor wedding area. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I made this before we had an actual chapel, and then an outdoor garden, and then this is what I call the shed. I did end up redoing this room at the end of last season, but one of our Sims, Luciana, was like an amazing inventor. So she was always inventing. As you can see, there's a huge hole out here, and it is a tunnel actually that Adora's mother, Luciana, made. And she actually named this tunnel after her daughter, which is sweet. So yeah, we had that Sim out here all the time inventing away. I put a chemistry station, which no one currently uses, but I definitely want to use it in the future. And then there's this little design station that actually Nicoletta has been using quite a bit recently. And then we have our little time machine as well. So that's about it for the house. I'm the first to admit that this house is a monstrosity. I don't really plan on expanding it. I think the only thing I might do in the future is maybe make the shed a bit bigger, just because I would like to put the sculpting station out here. So I might delete this, move the garden over a bit, and then expand the shed. We'll see what happens in the future. And then this is the garage. As you can see, it's empty because we have folks out doing opportunities, but I'll take the cars and put them back out here. Here are the cars that we got. I guess you could say I'm an avid car collector in the game. I love custom content cars, and we have quite a few. We got the Tesla, we got the Beamer, and we have the Porsche or the Porsche. And then I already showed you in the basement of the garage is the wine cellar. So that's about it in terms of the house. Miss Maria here is still on maternity leave. She will be going back to work tomorrow, it looks like. I'm excited for her to get back to her job and work on her way on up. Adora getting to level 6 sculpting, very nice. It says she can now get other Sims to pose as she makes a stunning crystal clear replica of them. And I can see Miss Nicoletta out there wandering around them parts. Let's have her actually head on out to the shed, and before she goes to work here in 6 hours, I'm gonna have her, I guess, research new fashion concepts. Why not? And nice, it looks like Isabella bringing in 6,000 simoleons from that book signing. Francois bringing in 5,000 from that. I don't even know what that was. A commercial, I guess? So Isabella's gonna zoom on home. I love seeing her as an elder, just like driving around town in her red convertible. It's really cute. I was gonna say we could throw a fundraising party, but I'm pretty sure we threw one before we left for France. So I think the campaign coffers are good to go. Oh man, I knew he was gonna go. Francois, buddy, it was a good old time. We're gonna miss you. For those who don't know, Francois was a Frenchman, and when we took our vacation at the end of last season, he was actually able to go visit his mom, who's still alive in France. So I'm glad he was able to do that before he left us. Oh, nice. And it looks like Evangelina has gotten promoted. It says the president of the studio has been watching Evangelina Moretti's progress on and off the set and is ready to invest in her image. Several directors are clamoring to write roles specifically for Evangelina, but the studio president thinks Evangelina would do well behind the camera as well. So what will it be, actress or director? We're gonna go with director, of course. I guess Francois was running away from the Grim Reaper. I don't think you can escape death, my man. So Evangelina has been promoted. Nice. She's a storyboardist. So she's actually just gonna head back to the house. I do love to see this here toilet that Adora has created. Let's have her get to work on another one, and Nicoletta here has gone off to work, and I think everyone else is just gonna wind down for the rest of the night. So we are going to end things here. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions down below, and I will see you in the next one.